Laura, we're live. Welcome.
I know we can be in person, which is a treat.
And together.
Yes.
Usually when we do this, there's one person on this screen, one person on this screen, but we're late. And the reason why is 100% because of me. I told Laura, I called her and I was like, I'm late. And she's like, that's okay. I'm pulling a coffee shop. And I was like, no, go to my office. Let's do it in person together.
I know that's not, so I'm very excited. Twice in 1 week. We got to see each other at an event earlier this week too. So
oh my gosh. And does it help to know Laura at an event? 1,000%. She just texted me professional photos of me and the governor, and you also put on here, the governor photo's not on here yet.
Oh.
But look how good that photo is. She just texted that to me. So that's me and the chairman of JP Morgan. And Laura was like, I will take a personal.
I got you. Because usually I can kind of like weasel people in and be like, hey, I need a picture of you too. So it's really fun.
And she did. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Okay. I have to ask you what I can get you to drink first of all.
Coffee and water are my go-to.
Really?
Yep.
Just black coffee.
I went black coffee about a year ago, and now I was like, I'll have a treat. I'll put some cream in my coffee like last Sunday or something, and I couldn't drink it.
Oh, it's too sweet.
It was too sweet. I couldn't drink it.
My best friend Anne, she is a black coffee person.
Yeah.
I think you guys are like the purest, hardest people I know.
I never thought in a million years that I'd go to black coffee, but I was doing fasting for a while, and it was like, cut it out. And now I can't go back. So
I love it.
I'm here for it.
Are you into other sweets?
I do like sweets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now This is Emily in her tangent world. Okay. Anyone that has watched any of these, I make my guests always introduce themselves. So Laura, go for it.
All right. I'm Laura Kinser. I own Kinser Studios. I'm a photographer, and I specialize in corporate work. So I do headshots and corporate events, and that is really my jam, and I love it. I love working with professionals. I love people to have a little bit less awkward experience having their picture taken than they have ever before. So those are kind of my claims to fame.
It's true. Laura has probably taken at least 10 headshots of me, and I love every single one of them, and she just makes me feel so comfortable. What Laura is not saying is she's one of the best photographers, not just in the state of Utah, but like nationally. She flies all over. I mean, you are a travel warrior, right?
Yep. So next week I go to Columbus and then straight to Boston. So 10-day trip, I think, something like that. So
she's always on a plane.
Yes.
You see her in the airport. She's got her black Nikes on, her camera bag, and just know that wherever Laura's going, you hope that you're going to, because usually there's celebrities and artists and all types of awesome people there. We're going to get into that, but I feel like there are so many photographers, especially in Utah, but there's so many photographers. So to be like a really, really highly sought after one and at top of your game professionally, can you give us some like background how that happened?
Yeah. So I did go to photography school, which helped and was a really good starting point. Really, I started my photography career when I was in high school, and even before that. I was the little girl with a pink Barbie camera, which is funny because I'm not into Barbie and I'm not into pink.
What?
Somehow, I know. Well, it's technically supposed to be maroon, which is my brand color.
Okay.
It's pretty funny that
I told you I was available. I have an earn out call.
This is a live interview. Ryan, come say hi. Come say hi.
I'm totally interrupted.
This is broadcasting. This is Ryan Stradling. He's the chief of staff at PCF Insurance Services. And I just want you to say hi to the world.
Yeah. Hello, world.
I'm
totally interrupting. Sorry, Emily.
It's okay. I've also done his beautiful headshot as well. So
you have. Like, there's not a lot to work with, but you've made me look pretty, so I appreciate you. Sorry to interrupt.
But you're not available. I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
So you guys just met the chief of staff. If you need anything done at PCF, Ryan Stradling, you can just bombard his emails right now. I give you full permission.
And he's a super nice guy.
Oh my gosh, the nicest. Okay.
So I started really young, always having a camera. I would save my money so that I could get my film developed. I'd walk up to the Rite Aid around the corner so I could get my film developed. And I always really liked photographing people. So then I got into it more seriously in high school. And then after high school, I went and was in another career for a little while and was like, what am I doing? So I went to photography school. Since then, I moved I've moved a couple of times, but I started my career really in Vegas where there were lots of conferences
Oh,
and professional events going on. So that's really kind of what got me into the avenue, because I knew I didn't want to do weddings, families, babies, that kind of thing, which there are so many wonderful
So
people,
many.
so many that do
So
that just
many.
like a better job than me. Like that is not my thing.
You
But-
like to be in the action, don't you?
Yes, I love to be in the action, and it's just so I defer to them. I have really wonderful people that I refer, but in general, I like to be working with professionals, and so that kind of has evolved over the years. I've moved a bunch of different places and just started to really build a network of really amazing people that I love working with.
Well, the thing that gets me is I feel like a lot of people want to do this, but actually being able to do it and getting paid and like,
It is more than pictures.
yeah. So talk us through that breakthrough.
Yeah.
Like, how does someone go from just, taking really good photos to taking pictures? I mean, I've seen you take pictures of a lot of celebrities.
Yeah,
How does this happen?
So it started really with niching down, so just finding what work I like to do, and then getting. I have a board of clients that I want to work with, so I started writing that down a long time ago. Of like, okay, I want to work with this, or my newest one is states I want to go to. So like I'll have a list of like all the places I want to go. So I've been I've photographed in almost every state in the U.S. One of my things that was on my list is Alaska. I haven't been there yet.
Oh, Alaska.
But I booked a job in Alaska in
Oh,
September.
Yeah. So, I mean, is this kind of one of those things, if I'm hearing you correctly, like you think it, you visualize it, you write it down, and manifest?
I mean, yeah, kind of. I never really, till everyone got into the manifesting more recently, I never really thought of it that way. It was just kind of a thought in my head of like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. And then the biggest thing is really, it's all about people. Like the biggest thing, and whether I'm photographing them, whether I'm meeting them and want to work with them, my whole life revolves around people and good people. I've had to fire clients before because they were not my jam.
Yeah.
Like you're not cool people.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang out with you. And so building that and building the trust really kind of has put me in the place where I could be in rooms to get some of these bigger jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and you're trusted by just incredible organizations and people.
Yeah.
It's got to help that you have a huge list of just folks that you've already done it for.
Yeah.
I will say this about Laura, for anyone that is in the event space or photography or whatever, you're getting a bunch of people together, you need someone there to capture the moment. Laura works the room in a way where she gets amazing photos, but she's not the center of attention. And I think that's really
I don't want to be.
quite the talent.
There's only occasion where I want to be the center of attention, and that's if we're doing a group photo.
Okay.
And then I have to get loud and obnoxious, but it makes it go so much faster and easier. So I really I'll get loud and obnoxious when I need to, and otherwise I want to be a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
I want no one to notice me, so I do weird things that people don't think of. I wear certain clothes to events.
Yep. Usually it's all black.
Pretty close to all black. I wear quiet shoes.
Yeah.
So that I'm walking around. I really try to be just fluid and part of the event, as opposed to separate from it, like someone looking in. But I just really try and, make sure that people are happy. And I'll do even one thing that's really benefited me is I have been given a work ethic from my family that is above,
Sure.
we all work ourselves to death. And I love it. But one of the things that my grandpa taught us is if the toilet needs to be cleaned, you clean it.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if it's your job or not. So there's the event we were at the other night.
Yeah.
The catering staff was trying to find the right person to get some food to. He hadn't eaten yet. I knew who it was. I could overhear them. So I'm like, oh, hey, come over here. And so I got them to the right person. That's not my job. And if it's not my job and it's not my place, I'll step out. But if I can help someone to get to the right person, I'm going to find them and help. I've done it where we've had events where they were late setting up, and I've been the person to go jump in and help put linens out and things like that. So jump in where you have to and do the work, and it helps people trust you even more.
Agree. And I think that's how Laura also got her fabulous reputation. I know, especially here locally. I was working with a company that was going to be putting on a big event, and they were flying in these photographer from Dallas and makeup artists from all these folks. And I'm like, why? We've got Laura here in our backyard, so kind, so talented, like, and it's the fact that you can invite her to an event, everyone's gonna like her. She's gonna be the person that will help the catering person if she has the time and overhears it and everything in between. All right, speaking of manifesting, like, tell us, you're going to Alaska. You'll be able to check that off the list.
Yep, checking it off the list.
What's in store? Where are you headed? What's coming up for the world of Laura?
So big, some big things are. I just purchased a studio space, so I'm gonna
and purchase. Like, you're not renting it.
No
like, she
renting.
owns the space. She's investing. This is an asset on the books.
Yeah. So we're in the process of fixing it up a little bit right now. So I'm moving from, I've been at Trolley Square for the last probably 4 years, which is a wonderful place, and I will miss it. But I'm going to shake things
You won't
up.
miss the rent. You
No,
won't miss the rent.
Not even the
payment.
rent. There's a few other things I won't miss.
Okay.
But it's not the rent. Like, the rent's been fine. Just
I don't like paying rent.
The
'cause
couple-
you don't
yes.
get things back for
yes,
it.
agreed.
But yeah.
But the couple things I won't miss, like, I'll have a bathroom in my space and I'll have climate control, and I won't have to schlep all my gear in and out. So I can back now my new space. I can back my car up to the front door and just grab whatever gear I need, which is just epic. So I'll be in Murray, right off of Vine Street in 9th East, and it's just it's right up near the freeway, so it's going to be really convenient.
Are we going to have an open house?
We are going to have an open house. We'll have a party.
I bet you there's going to be pictures.
There's going to be, I have a photo booth. We're going to do some, like, I think in May, and we're going to have some, it's going to be fun.
I can't wait to see how you decorate it.
Yeah.
You know, we have a Higher Integrated has a loft downtown, and we bought it it was already decorated.
Yeah.
We just have kept it. It's superhero themed.
Okay.
Have you ever been?
No.
Okay, yeah. It's like right across from the convention center, and it used to be an Airbnb.
Okay.
And they got their biggest return during like Comic-Con conventions.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing is like Marvel and DC.
Oh,
and
I love it.
it's still that way. Like, if you come to the Higher Integrated loft, it's totally superheroes. But I have like dreams of making it Higher Integrated. And believe it or not, like, the bathroom, I think, is where because it's a small space, is where you can do a lot of fun things.
I cannot wait to show you guys my bathroom.
I know.
I have a really, really cool idea, and I cannot, I have to see it through first, but I have a really cool, like, my bathroom is going to be really cool.
Well, you better post it. You better post
for
it.
sure I will. So,
Okay, so you got your space. Anything else coming up?
So, and then I'm just trying to work through, I'm learning a lot lately. So I've had some people working for me, and just training and just getting someone to, basically, I'm trying to clone myself, and
Good luck.
it's a,
No one's ever going to care as much about your business.
no,
as you
absolutely
are.
not. No.
You know, it's
No.
just not a thing. And that's okay. Like,
It's
for
okay.
employees out there, there's a reason why owners have to care more
Right.
than everyone else. But it has been a grasp of reality for me as well.
So, and some shooting, yes, because I can't be in two places at once. So I do have some people who shoot for me, and they've done a wonderful job, and I'm really trying to cultivate that. But just some of the background, like, as some of you know, I'm behind on invoicing, like stuff like that. Just I'm trying to get some.
Yeah, you probably want to get paid for your work,
I
right?
gotta get paid.
That would be nice.
And ironically, companies want to pay you in a timely manner.
Yeah, go
So
figure.
they don't
Go
want to be
figure.
waiting on invoices. So
Oh, well, don't hire my husband. I went through a couple of finance people until I finally looped in my husband for the day-to-day stuff, and he's fantastic.
oh yay.
But you can't steal him.
And I can't do my husband is not, my husband is wonderful.
Does your husband help at all in the business?
He helps
sometimes?
not in the business. He is helping
Sure.
do a little upgrade in the studio because he's very handy. He's wonderful with my kids. And my husband is so great because I travel a lot. I have never once felt guilty for traveling.
Good.
He is.
Right? Because if
could.
you did, if you had to choose between kids and traveling, we all know who wins in that equation. So
No,
the fact that you don't have that guilt.
No, I don't have that guilt. And my husband, like, my kids get it, and I've been traveling since before they were born, so they're kind of used to it. And when I'm home, I really am home. And so I know a lot of moms get the mom guilt. I don't.
Good.
I love to show that to my 4-year-old daughter that I can work hard and still come home and love on them. And so I was like, there's no point in guilt. There's no point in the guilt unless I'm willing to change it.
Sure. And you've really been able to make a really good living out of this, Laura.
Yeah, I've done better than most photographers, which I equate to being a good photographer, but that's not it. It's running a business and treating it as a business, and just meeting, getting connected with the right people.
That's right.
So,
okay, we're going into lightning round now that we're at the 15-minute mark. Where's the furthest place that you've traveled for work? Speaking of traveling.
Yes, I don't know which is further, Barcelona or Portugal.
Oh, I am not the geographic person.
One of those, they're
those
similarly
are
far.
hella cool places to travel. Totally random. I was just watching Mackenzie from Thread Wallets on Instagram.
Bauer. Yeah,
Bally.
Bauer.
No, Bauer. But she's taking a group of women to
I saw that.
Bali. Wouldn't that be cool if we went?
Cool. So cool.
I mean, it's October, first week.
Okay.
And she's opened it up.
Let's go.
I've never applied, but anyways, it's a thought.
Yeah. So I get to go. I get to go to Mexico twice this summer. I was trying to add my husband onto one of those trips, but it's not gonna work out. So.
Oh, come on, don't.
But he gets to go to DC with me next month.
Okay, well, Mexico, DC.
I don't know. He might like DC better. That's his kind of jam. So.
Really? They have incredible museums. Incredible.
Yes,
I actually lived in DC.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and see, and I'm not a huge. I get museumed out. So after about 2 minutes, or not 2 minutes, 2 hours, I'm like, I can't be here anymore.
That's how I feel until I went to the museum, the museum about news in DC.
I could totally get into that.
Yes. And you, especially because of the perspective of how photographers have to be in the middle of crises to really capture history. I think you will love it.
Yeah. And so usually I just have to go out, get a coffee, a water, go outside for a minute, and then I can come back in and do more.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think it's because I'm a little ADHD.
A little. We're one and the same.
So I have to go do something else for a second, then I can come back to it. But
go do it.
But those are probably the first thing for this I've traveled. So
that's awesome. Favorite podcast?
Ooh, I am obsessed with Mel Robbins right now.
Oh,
she is speaking to me like I'm the only one in the room.
Really?
Yeah, lots of good stuff. She's had really great guests on lately. I just find myself going, yeah.
You need to hear it. I need to hear it, and she's saying it.
Yep. So I kind of go through a few different ones, but I like the ones that take me to church where I'm going, hallelujah, let's go.
Hallelujah. So. Okay. I've talked about this numerous times throughout this interview, but you have taken pictures of some of the coolest folks. Who's top of your list for coolest, nicest? Give us a scoop.
I have, So PCF, Lainey Wilson was a fun one.
Lainey Wilson.
Yeah, that was a really fun one because it was a really small venue.
But let me ask you a question about Lainey Wilson.
Yes.
Do you feel like her accent's real?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm the only one I know in my life starting this conspiracy, so don't read into it. But I'm from Tennessee, and and I
think it is
exaggerated.
It's for sure.
Totally exaggerated. And so, and I'm like, good for her, but keeping that up long term, unless you can just get really comfortable into that for the rest of your life, and go for it.
But, well, now that we're going there, I really do want to coach her on taking pictures though too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, she has a tendency to do wide eyes.
Oh,
well, we all want our eyes a little bit bigger, but she does it extreme. And I'm like, I want her to do the cool, a little. We call it a squinch.
Oh, really?
A little squinch, a little it's tightening underneath your eyes.
Really?
So you don't,
I feel like I have skin that hangs over my eyes, and so I have to overcompensate for that too.
See, and I don't see it, but my mom's actually having the surgery to have that fixed.
My girlfriend had that.
Because if it goes too far, insurance will pay for it.
That's right. My girlfriend had that exact same thing, and I feel like the older I get, the more they just go bloop. bloop
I'm like, I'm sure that
you have no eyelid baggage.
But I'm sure I'm going to go there because I am a carbon copy of my mother, other than blonde hair.
Oh, okay.
My mom is looks like me, dark hair.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So there's fun there.
So Lainey Wilson, that's who you're putting top of your list.
Probably my all-time favorite was Bruno Mars was amazing, but the venue was, so we were at the pool at Mandalay Bay, and it was amazing.
Oh, it was amazing to take photos at. I was going to say, were you like?
No, because it's like a little beach, and then the stage is in the beach. It's epic.
Oh my god, I can't wait
It's
to
beautiful.
are those like NDA pictures or can anyone see them?
No, I need to go find them.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
What's
I gotta
that?
go
Okay,
find them. Give me
here's-
a minute.
Here's the funny part is I am so bad at sharing event photos.
And you're allowed to, right?
Oh, most of them I'm allowed to.
Promote, Laura.
I know.
Promote.
I have a virtual assistant who does a lot of my headshots and stuff, but because I have to worry about NDAs
Yes.
and stuff with
Yes.
events, I have to be a little more careful. So I have to go do those, and I'm selecting.
Oh well, that you could make people jealous for a
So,
really long time.
yeah.
Okay. Bruno Mars and Lainey Wilson.
I mean, I'm like Shaq is one of the best DJs I've ever met.
Shut up.
I thought it was going to be like a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Oh my
Best.
gosh.
I stayed. I was done with like, they give me a time like you shoot until 10 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
I think I stayed till like 1 o'clock.
Good for you.
It was so good.
Take off the camera.
I did. I took off the camera and I danced.
Good.
I danced. It was so good.
I would love to be friends with Shaq. Like he's one of those folks that I follow that him and if you haven't gotten like Dwayne Johnson the Rock yet.
No, Rock's on my list.
Oh,
Rock's on my list.
he would be a good one.
But yeah, I haven't shot anywhere from like Kelly Clarkson to I tons. Like I can't.
Of course. She's forgetting, but a hell of a list, a hell of a photographer. Laura, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me. This was
Oh
so
my
fun, and
gosh.
I'm so glad we got to do it in person.
Oh, me too. I know this is a never been done thing before where we just
Yep.
join together, and everyone will know how to get in touch with Laura, but she's going to be tagged everywhere, and I'm so glad that she's my guest. Thank you.
Thank you.